Oh, this music again. Why? Different interface. The glove compartment of your Camaro. No gloves in there, of course. Just a lot of old maps and a few packs of moist towelettes. The heater AC vents, rarely used in Liston's balmy, comfortable climates. The Camaro's radio, currently off. The Liston radio stations are the pits. The Camaro's lighter. You never use it. Being a cop is your only life-threatening habits. Fair. Your Camaro has a defroster, which you probably use a half dozen times each winter. Camaro's speedometer, clock, fuel tank, and other smaller gauges give you the satisfying feel of being in the cockpit of a jumbo jet. That looks nothing like it. Steering wheel of the sporty Camaro. If your siren is currently on, you'll see it flashing in this window. We don't have one. I think that's all we've got. Sporty Camaro, envy of the departments. The dashboard's swank curves are satisfyingly aerodynamic. Alright. The blue room. I know it's above me. I'm just not sure exactly where. And yeah, I don't see the Wallace here today. In the previous game, Sonny just kept the Wallace in his car, which is honestly a terrible thing to do. You would assume it would be safe, locked up in the police station there, but this is also a police station where people put chickens on other people's desks for fun. So I don't think hiding a Wallace in your car is actually safe. Alright, where's the blue room? It's on our right. Can I get right? No, missed it. Alright. Ah! We'll go around this way and enter... We'll return right. I don't know where the entrance is. Maybe the entrance is just here. We'll find out in just a moment, I guess. Just keep turning right until we find it. Yeah, it must be out the front there. Everything else I've seen has had the entrance out the front. I think the only iffy one is the Hotel Delforia. There we go. So is this going to play out as weirdly as it did in the first one? Based on everything that I've seen, I think the answer is yes. It's your sleek, sexy, personal auto. So how come you never have any babes with you? It's more complicated than that, game. This tree was donated by the Liston Police Force to the town of Liston 3 years ago. The Blue Room is nestled between many charming little shops. You're outside the Blue Room, a popular hangout for cops. It's one of those big umbrellas that leaks in the rain, cracks in the sun, and blows over in the slightest breeze. That's very real. Charming white plastic lawn furniture. The sign says, Soup of the Day, mold stew. It's a rock. The flowers smell wonderful, don't they? I wouldn't know, I can't smell them. It's the parking lot. I don't think we're getting anything else out of this. No? You admire the wooden decking, trying not to notice the ancient chunks of food stuck between the planks. Nice plants. You remember that plants are supposed to clean up the atmosphere. You briefly wish they'd help clean up the neighbourhood. No bonds, no carnivorous plants. Play Space Quest 2 for that. That was a random pull, but okay. Quit teasing the foliage. Leave the flowers alone. They get enough trouble from the neighbourhood dogs. That's a little too big for your rock collection, Bonds. We have a rock collection. You can go shopping some other time, Bonds. Don't get too close, Bonds. That little piece of Americana could drop on you like a collection agent's. Spotting the sediments of cola and ketchup on the table, you withdraw your hand. Don't sit out here, Bonds. You're being antisocial. Do we get something different here? It's a bench. Yeah, I didn't realize that these were two different objects. Whatever. Leave the sign alone. It's fine where it is. The fern's leaves are light and airy. An attractive fern hangs outside the blue room door. Take the sign. Yep, same thing. I'm trying to click everything. Good for you. Everyone should hug a tree from time to time. Absolutely. Alright, let's go inside and face the music. You see your friend, Jack Cobb, sitting at the table. You've noticed that he's been depressed and distracted for days. And we're about to make things so much worse. You're inside the Blue Room, a popular hangout for cops. It says, cute game, very cute. The plant in the corner looks like it could use a stiff drink. Okay, those are undefined objects. It's a booth. On closer inspection, you discover the words, Robert of Locksley was here, carved into the wood. Damn vandals. Please don't tell me that's Sierra's cute way of saying played Conquest of the Longbow. The floor is relatively clean for an establishment of this caliber. You're catering to cops, I would expect this place to be clean, just saying. Functional chairs. Not as nice as the ones in Lieutenant Morgan's office, but they'll do. The table is sturdy and reliable. It could use a wipe down though. This is Clarice. She has been working here for as long as you can remember. It's the universal symbol of masculinity, the bull cinch. Just looking at its wrought iron curves and angles makes your testosterone levels rise. I have never heard of that word before, and I'm not even joking. What is a bull cinch? Alright, real talk. I don't know what this is. There's like maybe 3 or 4 references to it on Google, and it's talking about a castration device. It's kind of the right shape, but honestly, I don't get why that would be there. I don't know why it would use that word, given that I can barely find that word on the internet, so that's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Bar stools, made from the finest Cornithian... No, I can't pronounce that word, I won't try. Over 15 nagas. What is a naga? My god, I'm looking this up. Okay, so Naugahyde is an American brand of artificial leather. I think that's the game just making a joke there, but I don't understand it because I've never heard of these words before. I'm ruining my playthrough. Some seedy citizens rest at the bar. Alright, you folks are in for a shock very shortly. That's Bobby Gomez. He retired from the force a few years back when this fine establishment became available. He got out of police work and into something he felt was much safer, operating a bar. As long as the bikers don't come to visit, that's fine. I think this guy's name's the same as the original Police Quest 1? Not sure. Hi Sonny, nice to see you. Nothing. Have a good one, Sonny. We can't talk to any of the other patrons here. Back there is where Bobby, your bartender, keeps all his deadly hangover generators. It's an all-American crushed velvet nude lady behind the bar painting. It doesn't look anywhere near as good as the first one that we saw in Wino Willie's. Across this bar has passed nearly an ocean of ales and other alcohol-laden attitude adjusters. There's some nice adjectives going on here. Alright, can I touch the people? You're cute, Sonny, but if you do that again, I'll break your fingers. Oh. Something happened. Something happened. Was it? No, okay, so what happened is that Bobby put his arm across there and I hit Bobby. Don't grab Bobby. He's got a quick temper. I thought that was something unique for a moment. Ah, the feel of vinyl. It's on the other side of the glass bonds. What were you thinking of doing? Walking off with it? I mean, I really don't know what it is. Don't worry about the plant bonds. Someone else will water it. You can't reach it, Bonds. Besides, you've already picked up all the bad artwork you need at a starving artist sale at the local Happy Day Inn. I would love to see that art someday, just saying. Bobby will be happy to serve you. Alright, let's sit down at the table and have a chat to our friend Jack. Our old friend Jack Cobb, who's threatening to shoot people if we look in his pigeonhole. You sit down with Jack. It's nice to have a few minutes to talk with him before the party, you think to yourself. You give Jack a friendly pat on the shoulder. We can give him many pats on the shoulder. I think he needs it. Oh, that clothing is awful. Hey Jack, happy birthday, man. Thanks, Sonny. Oh. Jack, buddy, you look worried. Is something bothering you? Other than getting old, of course. No, nothing, Sonny. You are suddenly certain that Jack is lying, and that scares you. Jack, you can tell me, man. Maybe I can help. I don't approve of this music. Sonny, I think Kathy's on drugs. My little girl. I just can't believe it. Jack, are you sure? How do you know? I don't know for sure, but she's been so nasty for the past few months. Secretive. I know, all teenagers are like that, but her grades are slipping. Sonny, she's been having nosebleeds all the time. She steals money from us. She was out all night last night, and I just... Oh, God. My little girl. Saddened and embarrassed, you give Jack a moment to gain his composure. This also allows you to gather your own thoughts. You're not very good with expressing yourself sometimes. Me either, game, me either. Anyway, I don't know what to do. I try to talk to her, and she just screams at me and slams the door in my face. Sonny, we talk to her about sex, but we never talk to her about drugs. I'm a cop, for Christ's sakes. I didn't think I needed to. I didn't... God, Sonny, I don't know what to do. Oh man, Jack, Hey, where's the birthday boy? There he is. Jack, dude, happy birthday. Oh, fuck, here we go. Hi, Keith. How's it going? Hi, Keith. You guys look like you're ready for a funeral. Cheer up, dudes. It's not the end of the world, Jack. Plenty of other guys have turned 87. You should talk, Keith, my boy. I've seen you popping your dentures in the locker room when nobody's looking. Not me, dude. I'm a stud among muffins. That's a weird saying. You, on the other hand, are a little girly cop. Ugh. That's a bit uncalled for, but whatever. Watch it, Keith. If Laura heard you saying that, she'd kick your butt sky high. Laura Watts. Wow, the stone speaks. It's alive! Hey, Bobby, put on the music, quick. Time and place, fellas. It's just Keith, actually. What did the other patrons think about this? Like, this is not exclusively a cop place, unlike what we saw in Police Quest 1, where I think everyone at the bar was a cop. This is a very public place. I don't know if this is... Oh my word. Name's Kaylee, not Hoochie Coochie Hannah. Happy birthday, Jack, baby! Yow, Kaylee, baby, you're the best. Shake it one more time for me, honey. See you later, boys. Keith, we need to talk. Your timing is atrocious. Happy birthday, Jack. Oh, Clarice, thank you. Thank you, guys. This is great. You're a culinary angel, Clarice. Will you have my babies? Jesus, Keith. Can't say that. No, honey, I have too much respect for the gene pool to do that. Great response. Ouch, you've been body slammed, Keith. What did she say? She said you're a stud among muffins, buddy. Sonny. Way funny. You know what else is funny? You agreed to swap shifts with me last week, remember? You're due for briefing in 10 minutes. Now that's funny! Oh, hell, I forgot. Listen, Jack, I got a cruise. If you need anything, give me a call, okay? Okay, Sonny. Thanks. They kept the same thing in. And at this point, I expected, but wow. Very, very bad timing. It's your buddy, Officer Keith Mandel. Okay, I'll switch back with you. Not. Haha, you better run, Sonny. You better go, Sonny. You know how mad Dooley gets if you're late. Alright. Now look at the cake. It sure looks good. Too bad there was nobody to jump out of it. You sneak a fingerful of icing for the road. That was slightly better handled than the EGA version. Again, I went for that door because I'm Australian, but yeah, there's such weirdness to this game, and they've kept it all in for the remake, it seems. The chicken on the desk, the awkward party at the Blue Room. Yeah, I don't know. What I do know is that we need to get back to the office and have a shower within 10 minutes. I don't think that's happening. Ah, come on. Right. I will cut in. I'll go up here, across there, down, and then to the right, and then left. Unless something interesting happens, I'll meet you there. Right, we've made it back. Right, so if this is following the same plot of the original game, we're going to have a briefing. We are going to hit the streets and we're going to arrest Taselli. It's going to be a felony stop, so I'll need to take a look at the manual and figure out how to do that properly. Then we're going to come back here. We're going to get transferred into narcotics, and at that point I can take a look around Dooley's office. Assuming everything's identical. But so far, this game has been pretty much one-to-one. Alright, we need that. We need that. I've still got the keys to the Camaro because why not? What am I missing? I'm missing the keys to the patrol car and the radio extender. Let's just grab those as we walk past towards the briefing room. Are we late? You bet. Bonds, take a seat. Yes, sir. Pen and paper is ready. Different animations today. First off, thank you for taking time away from your usual afternoon debaucheries to come back to work. There's some late breaking news on that stolen Mercedes. A missing persons report was filed earlier in the day by the wife of a certain Jose Martinez, Hispanic male, 145 pounds, brown eyes, black hair. Yeah, I've definitely seen that name before. He's got at least 2 other aliases. At least. It seems this gentleman was last seen 2 days ago getting into a fairly late model black Benz. Black? Just writing that down. No one has seen or heard from him since. Wait, it gets better. Martinez has an arrest record involving the sale of narcotics. Be careful, people. This car may have been the one involved in the murder of Lonnie West. Oh, so everyone knows about this now. It's not just Hamilton informing us at Carol's on the phone. Dooley has let everyone know, and presumably everyone is aware of what happened. Let's get moving on this one, boys and girls, before anyone else dies. Keep your heads down, your eyes open, and above all, watch your backs. Okay, let's move out. And hey, find me that Mercedes before its owner, Malcolm Washington, deep fries my ass. Let's go. Malcolm Washington was mentioned in the first briefing in the original game. Let's see if we can have a chat to Dooley about the codes that we use at the jail. Right, we really didn't get much out of that. No VINs, no license plates, no nothing. The only thing we got was Jose Martinez and a black Benz. I'm just looking at my notes from the earlier briefing. A 1983 Mercedes-Benz was mentioned, but the colour was not mentioned at all. I've got LOP123 written down. Also, I didn't write down the VIN because that's on my other set of notes and it's identical to the first game, so I didn't write it down. That's probably a bad thing. I think it was something like C0345621. Just going to walk around this car so we don't get a flat tire. There we go. All right, let's hit the streets again. A new track. This track is okay. I don't mind this one. It's nothing special, but it's listenable. (8332). We have a report of a domestic disturbance on the corner of Lily and First. Please investigate. I'm trying to think what this could be. Also, while I'm driving there, hopefully not hitting any stop signs, I'm just quickly scrolling through the manual to see where Lily is. It is second. I'm going to crash. No, I'm not. Jesus. I've got the manual alt tabbed on my other screen. I just switched over to it to take a look. It looks like First and Lily is where my cursor is. Trendy little boutiques and a few stores. I'm struggling to think what this is from the original. Is this something new? Because yeah, we were confronted by a bunch of situations, but I don't remember a domestic disturbance being one of them. 8332, you are requested to investigate the domestic disturbance at First and Lily. Please proceed immediately. Thank you. Code 3 is not mentioned, so I assume we're fine. Let's turn left, just in case. But I imagine we're going to pull over in just a moment. Right about now. No, First and Lily is here. What am I thinking? So it's somewhere around here. Alright, let me turn right, and then I'll go down here perhaps. I'll make a save as I approach the intersection as well. Because it's clear that I need to be in a very specific spot for this to work. And I've got to stop for this sign. Holy crap. Alright. Alright, I'm on the correct road. Let me just make a save. Domestic disturbance. I can't think what this will be. Alright, turning left. Yes, I know. I'm trying to find it. I'm looking. I feel dumb. That is definitely the right place. I don't want to go there just yet. Let me load because I'm about to cause an accident, but I'm very confused as to where I'm supposed to be going here. Intersection of First and Lily. I'm definitely reading that correctly, aren't I? Yeah. Domestic disturbance at First and Lily. I've come through there, I've been up there, I don't know what I'm missing. So is this a time thing? Am I about to get a message saying, hey, we spotted the car? Yes, okay. I'm confused. I don't know if I've missed my opportunity, perhaps. I don't know. Let's see if I can brake here. What domestic disturbance? Do I need to just stop at the traffic light? Or I should say the intersection. I don't know about this. I can't turn into the store here. So we get that. I don't know if that overrides the objective of stopping at First and Lily. Where is this disturbance? We are 1,000,000% on First and Lily. Absolutely. First Street and Lily. And yet I don't see anything to do here. My only thought is that maybe that is basically just a lead up to telling us where the stolen car is, but that seems unlikely. Also, I just totally skipped through that. I apologize. This block, maybe? Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not sure what the game's asking me to do right now. Alright, well, in the absence of being able to actually attend this domestic disturbance, which is making me very, very worried. I don't know if this is a glitch or something else, perhaps. In the absence of being able to do that, I guess all I can do is try and chase down that car. Investigate the domestic disturbance at First and Lily. I'm here. First and Lily. I'm there. Things I can't get out of the vehicle here. I need to basically pull over someone or interact with something or just stop on my own. Alright, let's do this one instead. Proceeding eastbound on Oak Street. Oak is the second from the top, so let me... Alright, turning left, never mind. Ah! That was quick, and we're nowhere near Oak Street, but okay. Oak Street is the second off the top of the map, in the next sector. With a building rush of adrenaline, he cautiously paced the stolen car, following it closely as it pulls over to the curb. Alright, what have we here? We're clearly in one of the seedier areas of town. It's our very own patrol car. Is our leg sticking out there? It totally is. That's a glitch. That's clearly a glitch. You look at the suspect vehicle over from your vantage point, noticing the license plate number, its make and colour. The Sin City sign is a monument to bad taste. Is it? The building's exterior certainly shows where the profits are not going. The ticket window for the Sin City Theatre. It gives new meaning to the term filthy lucre. The poster is an advertisement for Norgahide Goddesses of Oakhurst, Part 7, the absolutely final chapter. No, seriously, we meant it this time. There's that word again, and I have looked at Wikipedia and I do see the fictional monsters that they created for this sort of thing, like a marketing campaign. Super weird. It's an ad for Vixens with Vestigial Tails meet the Studley Possum Men from Outer Space. It's an ad for Monaco Princess. It's an ad for Laurie, Rat Goddesses of the Hells Angels. I don't know if they're cute references to things or not. It's another one of those dark, narrow, dangerous alleys. One of the many businesses forced to close down by Liston's crime problem. Once again, we're not doing our jobs. The door is protected by a huge metal screen, but vandals have been at work anyway. The window is boarded and barred. Pieces of shattered glass litter the sidewalk. You don't even want to think about what might be on the sidewalk in front of a place like this. Shattered glass, I'd wager. It's an exceptionally nasty dumpster, filled with exceptionally nasty garbage. Makes sense? Just another Liston city street. This one seems more badly kept than usual. Touching the bent bars, don't know how we can do that from the car, but whatever, You see evidence that someone has recently tried to pry them open. You shake your head in disgust. You check and make sure the bars are securely locked into place. They are. Now there's an unpleasant and unproductive maneuver. There's no reason to touch the street bonds. You peek into the dumpster and see things that will curb your appetite for the rest of your life. You definitely do not want to touch anything in there. There are some things you just have no reason to touch. This is one of them. That woman would rip you in half, Bonds. Don't even think about it. You must be a Kitty Nickelman fan. Oh boy. Jesus. But please restrain yourself. You couldn't get through the armor anyway. Come on, Bonds. It wouldn't be Jake for a cop to be tearing down posters. Not familiar with that word, Jake. Not using it as an adjective or verb or whatever. Have you no moral fiber? Shocking, Sonny. Shocking. Leave the ugly pop culture icon alone, Bonds. All right, I'm not going to touch the car because I think that's going to result in immediate death. So, felony stop. We need to radio for backup. You key the mic and request wants and warrants on the Mercedes, and then anxiously await the response from dispatch. 8332, that place is registered to a maroon 1989 Honda. We show that vehicle reported stolen 3 months prior in the city of Steelton. A 1989 Honda, but it's a Merc. You think to yourself that something about this vehicle isn't kosher. Really? It does match the general description of a stolen vehicle mentioned in this morning's briefing. The colour doesn't match, however. The model doesn't match, surely. It certainly looks like the silver Mercedes everyone has been talking about. There we go. You nervously pick up your radio. Dispatch, this is 8332. Requesting backup. Code 3. Repeat. 1035. Code 3. After a few long, agonizing moments, dispatch replies. 8332, be advised that 8331 is responding code 3 to your location. We don't know who 8331 is. I definitely remember that code 3 is basically lights and sirens. I don't know if this game spells it out though. I didn't see code 1, code 2, code 3, code 4. But we know that code 1 is normal, code 2 is fast, code 3 is sirens, and code 4 is basically all is good, no further assistance is required. 1035, backup requested. Alright. Felony stop. We have good reason, for sure. Call dispatch for backup. Maintain radio contact with backup. We've brought the suspect's vehicle to a complete stop. Maintain cover. Command him to halt or stop. Face down on the ground, handcuff and read the rights. The felony arrest. Yeah, just having a read through this, this is more what we did in the park in the EGA version. We staked out the place, we had 2 people, one of them ran, and we need to maintain radio contact if possible. That's a mistake that I made on the first game. Alright, so let's see if we can arrest this guy. Who have we got? Jack Cobb. At last, Officer Jack Cobb arrives. You've never been so glad to see him in your life. 8332, this is 8331. I'll cover the passenger side while you make contact with the suspect. Be careful, Sonny. 8331 out. I'm sorry to interrupt this music. This is good stuff. We can't come out with our gun drawn. Got to do that, and then that. No, never mind. You blow the suspect away. That may be admirable behaviour in the movies, but not in the real world. Internal Affairs investigates, and 6 weeks later, you are bounced off the force. All I'm trying to do is draw my gun. Ah, but there was something about that, wasn't there? Oh, there we go. We have to use it on ourselves. You draw your service revolver. It never felt so heavy in your hands before. We've been doing this for 15 years and we've never drawn our gun? Yeah, when we were outside Wino Willie's a couple of videos back, it said something like, as long as this is your active object, it is considered drawn. That's quite strange. Okay. No, that's nothing important. You have no idea who it could be from here, but he sure looks seedy. Please exit the vehicle with your hands raised. Repeat, please exit the vehicle with your hands raised. The suspect seems to be taking some time to decide whether to follow your instructions. I repeat, exit the vehicle immediately with your hands in the air. Do it now. Halt. Raise your hands over your head. The suspect hesitates for a moment, then seems to realize that he has no way out. Hit the asphalt. Face to the pavement. Now. No way, you bastard. I said hit the dirt. The suspect decides to listen to the voice of reason. Go ahead and move in, Sonny. I've got him covered. Don't move. Don't even breathe. You're in enough trouble right now as it is, sir, and I'd hate for you to say something that might be used against you in a course of law. Sentence is a bit weird, but whatever. I can't actually move here. So at this point, I just need to get close to him and cuff him. You stand directly over the suspect. You can see he's shaking. He might do anything right now. You search the suspect, finding only some pocket change, a dried up stick of gum, and a Smith & Wesson revolver, and a Smith & Wesson .45 automatic. I was close. Nice pea shooter. On your feet, bud. Let's go, buddy. Into the patrol car. I got your patrol car right here, you pig. I beg your pardon? I'm going. We need to read him his rights. Get in. Warhander, Sonny, give me that piece and I'll take care of booking it into evidence while you search the vehicle. You hand the gun to Jack. Alright, we can't investigate it today, unfortunately. It's your trusty fellow officer, Jack. Jack's patrol car looks amazingly like yours. Wow. Incredible. You shouldn't mess around with another cop's unit. You and Jack are buds, but you're not that close. I need to read this dude his rights. You're still not sure exactly who this dirtbag is, but you know he's bad news. There we go. You read the suspect his Miranda rights as he sulks in the back of the car. You're suddenly shaking with relief and excitement. What a righteous bust. Really? Alright, Sonny. Excellent bust. No. Awesome bust. Good thing you didn't forget his Miranda rights. I would never forget that, dude. I would never ever forget that. Unlike that time I left my gun in the locker. You don't find very many cars illegally parked here. Most people are afraid to leave their cars alone in this neighborhood. The VIN. You take a close look at the Mercedes door. There seems to be black paint over the VIN number. You scratch the paint away. The number is 603456218. It's the right car. Again, I was close. I think I got that confused with a C. The number is 603456218. It's the right car. I'm trying to look between the cushions. Something about our salary not being very good. Anything that I can get between the cushions is very welcome. Alright. Right, I had to click somewhere else to look at that. The glove box, the licenses, the book. Dramatic Sting. PQ176203 Marvin Hoffman 331W 104th Street, Chicago. Can't read. This is going way too fast. I really wanted to take some notes here. Leroy Pearson. You put the licenses back in the glove box to be impounded with the car. I want to read that, or I want to write that down at least. PQ176203 Marvin Hoffman. I don't believe there's anything else relevant here. Born in 61. Okay, the other one is SM823491 Leroy Pearson. Just writing down the names and those license numbers. So what else have we got? Chicago, Illinois. I don't think any of this is terribly important to be quite blunt, although I will take a note of the height and weight here. 61. California. Same heights, very similar weight, 1 year difference. Clearly fake licenses. You put the licenses back in the glove box to be impounded with the car. Flipping through the book, you see many notes and entries. You decide to wait and examine it more thoroughly after it's been booked into evidence. You put it back in the glove box. Alright, we can't look at that and the gun. Not yet, anyway. We've got a fetched amount of evidence. There are no keys in the ignition. The suspect evidently hotwired the car. Right. The boots. Not the trunk, the boots. You wonder what might be in the trunk. No telling, with a perp like this one. The trunk is locked. It won't budge. He didn't realize Mercedes was still made so solidly. That almost looks like the back seat there. Just trying to figure out how to pop the boot. It would normally be under here or just under the seat, but I don't see it. Can I break? Surely not. There's got to be an easy way to pop a boot. What's that? Now's not the time for idle chat with Jack. There's business to attend to. I've got to be able to get into here. No, surely not. If it turns out that I can get a crowbar out of the domestic incident and use that to open the boot, I'm going to be terribly upset. We're sitting in the car. We should be able to pop the boot from here. I've got no idea what it's doing there, but whatever. You press the button and hear a muffled thud from behind you. Your heart leaps. You turn around, only to discover that you've released a trunk latch. Ooh. Why in the absolute ever-loving hell is it there? I mean, in my car, you've got the dashboard here. It's underneath the dashboard. You've got to sort of reach under the steering wheel and pull it towards you. A button in the glove box? A button is concealed inside the glove box. If you drive a Merc chat, let me know in the comments. Let me know if the boot is there. There we go. There's his license. 2cell256. You look into the open trunk and see some whitish plastic packages, try saying that 10 times fast, containing what appears to be cocaine and a few green bags containing a leafy substance which you assume to be marijuana. Whitish plastic packages. Whitish plastic packages. That's really hard to say. At least for me it is anyway. Not sure why. Alright, we can't touch any of this. We're not particularly interested in the license plate. 2cell256, very cute, I assume that's a graphics reference. You don't need to take the drugs out of the trunk. They will be impounded with the car. Alright, are we done here? I think we might be done here. Which means I think it's time that we see how we can die. A police officer can't afford to space out on the job, Bonds. At least Jack blew the guy into next week as you were gunned down. There's another graphical glitch going on here. The center of us is just straight up missing. A dangerous situation like this one is where police procedure becomes critical. Your failure to follow it just got you a one-way ticket to Club Morgue. Sounds like a pretty cool place. Alright, let's draw our gun. Gets out of the car. And if we don't tell him to halt, he blows us away anyway. We get the same sort of graphical glitch, so I do wonder if that's Sierra just not wanting to show a bunch of blood. Is there anything else creative that we can do here? That's even worse because he's got his hands up. But we get the same outcome. I mean, before we legitimately feared for our lives or whatever, but when he's standing there with his hands up, we can just blow him away. Love it. Alright, let's just leave his car here and transport him to jail.